Hey YouTube, it's Zoe, Read by Zoe, and today I'm going to do my day 6 and day 7 updates because I wasn't able to film on those days, and also my Booktube-A-Thon wrap-up. I'm still going to do the challenges though, so right now we're gonna go on to the challenges, and then on to my wrap-up, and then on to the mini challenges later on. So let's get to it. Look into the beyond! I'm Trelawney. Hello there. This is my fallback cosplay because this is just my hair being brushed when it's dry. It's a delicate art. What did you cosplay as, or what would you want to cosplay as? Who would you want to cosplay as? On day 6, I actually read a book that was not on my TBR and that I just randomly bought and read, and it was Is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me and Other Concerns by Mindy Kaling. This is her autobiography, and I love Mindy Kaling so much ever since she was on The Office as Kelly Kapoor, and now, I am watching The Mindy Project, and it's so good, so I'm really happy that I read this. I just randomly bought it and read the entire book, even though I was not currently reading it at the time, and I was currently reading 2 other books. And also on day 6, I read 100 pages of Last Sacrifice by Rochelle Mead, and on day 7, I finished this book, and I also finished another book. I finished Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jessie Andrews. Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jessie Andrews. And this is my 7th book of Booktube-A-Thon, so let's get to the wrap-up and see how many challenges I completed and how many pages I read. The first book I read for Booktube-A-Thon was We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. This was 225 pages, and it also was a book with pictures in it. There's like 2 pictures, but it still counts because it's a book and it had those pictures in it. The second book I read for Booktube-A-Thon was Spirit Bound by Rochelle Mead. This had 489 pages, and this was the 5th book in the Vampire Academy series, so I was continuing on and trying to finish another series. The third book I read was The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton, and this is 180 pages and is also a genre that I haven't read a lot of. It's a classic. The fourth book I read was Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. This was 328 pages, and it is a book with red on the cover. The fifth book that I read was Is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me by Mindy Kaling. This was 222 pages, and it was just a random book that I picked up. It didn't really fulfill any challenges. The next book that I read was Last Sacrifice by Rochelle Mead. This was 594 pages, and it is also the last book in the Vampire Academy series, so I completed a series this week. I didn't read an entire series, but I read the last 2 books, and I'm very proud of myself, so I'm just going to count that as completing the challenge because I completed a series. I didn't start one, but I completed one. And the last book that I read this week was Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jessie Andrews. This was 295 pages, and it was a book that was recommended for me to read. The total number of pages that I read this week was 2,333 pages. I have never read that many pages in a week, or that many books in a week. I'm very proud of myself. I also completed every single challenge, I think? Maybe? Hopefully? I'm just really proud of myself for reading that many books. I hope you are also proud of yourself for reading as much as you did this week. I am very proud. And let's get on to the mini challenges for day 6 and day 7. The day 6 mini challenge is to find 5 items in your house that you've read about in a book. And so my book is going to be Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell, which I read during Booktube-A-Thon. In Eleanor and Park, they had backpacks like this one because they went to school and they rode on a school bus, and they had backpacks. And inside the backpack there are other items they had, like headphones, because they listened to a lot of music, so they had to use headphones on the bus because that's common courtesy. There is also a combination lock because on their lockers they had locks, because that's what a locker is. It has locks. I also have black eyeliner like Park wears. I'm pretty sure he wears black. And finally, I have popcorn because I'm 99.9% sure they ate popcorn in Eleanor and Park. Now on to where I've done my reading during Booktube-A-Thon. I did my reading here in my bed. I like to read when I wake up in the morning and before I go to bed at night. And sometimes when I'm just feeling lazy, I just go onto my bed and I read. Oh, hello! This is also where I like to do a lot of my reading. This is my bathtub, if you could not tell. I like to do a lot of reading here in my bathtub. One, because I like to run really warm bubble baths because they feel nice. Why not? And also because when you're in the bathroom, no one really comes to disturb you. They'll just assume that maybe you're on the toilet or something, having a little bit of tummy troubles, and they'll leave you alone for a long period of time until they become concerned, and then they knock on the door and tell you to go do something. But before they tell you to go do something, you can get a lot of reading done when you're in the bathroom, so I would recommend that if you want to cram in some reading and people are disturbing you. Thank you for watching, keep on reading, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!